Good morning. Just scrolling to the top of this page for today. It's called adding and subtracting to the hundredths. And this is what we did in our money unit. We were adding amounts with dollars and cents, and that would be decimals in the hundredths. This first section I really like because it gets us thinking about making trades. And if we understand making trades, then it helps us understand everything we're doing when we add and subtract using the standard algorithm. So it's showing you a picture where some of the columns or some of the amounts might have more than 9 items. So we want a single digit item in each column of our place value, so we're going to make trades. So in this first picture, it shows 2 ones, it shows 14 tenths, and then it shows 22 hundredths. So we need to fix our tenths column and our hundredths column. So we're going to take 10 of these tenths, and we're going to move it to make a 1. So 10 of these tenths is going to give us an extra 1. So now I have 3 ones. And then if I look at these, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, they're in columns of 5. So there's 5, 10, 15, 20. So 20 hundredths is going to give us 2 extra 10s. Okay, now let's see what we're left with. We've got 3 ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 10s, and 2 hundredths left over, and that's what it says down here. Let's do one more together. We've got 3 ones, we have 0 tenths, and we have 43 hundredths. I think I forgot to put my ths in the first example. So we need to make trades here. We need to fix the hundredths column. So here's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So I can take 40 hundredths and I can turn those into 4 tenths. And my new number is going to look like 3 ones plus 4 tenths plus 3 hundredths left over. And I'm just going to I can check my work. So I did most of my work using the base 10 blocks in the pictures, but I can just check my work by looking at this number here, 43 hundredths. Does that make sense being 4 tenths and 3 hundredths? It does, right? If I had 3 ones and I had 43 hundredths, it would look like this. And there's a 4 in the tenths. There's a 3 in the hundredths. So you can kind of just look at the numbers and make your trades if you're feeling comfortable in that way. All right, let's check out the second question. It says regroup so that each place value has a single digit. Same thing, but you don't get the pictures. So in the first one, we've got 12 tenths. So I'm going to take 10 of those and make an extra 1. So my 5 becomes a 6, and I'm left with 2 tenths. But here I have 17 hundredths. So I'm going to take 10 of those, and I'm going to add to 1 tenth, which is going to give me 3 tenths. So I've got 6 ones, 3 tenths, and 7 hundredths. All right, slide it down to the back page where we're going to do some adding and subtracting. Okay, it's going to give you a couple where it lines up the decimal for you, and then it's going to ask you to do some extra math on a separate page. And I encourage you to do that math practice and send that work into me. Let's take a look at one that's not done for you. We'll look at it from the beginning. We've got 34. Decimal 64. It's nice that the decimals are already here, so it's lined up for us. And then 21, decimal 27. And I'm going to do some adding. 4 plus 7 is 11. Carry the 1. 6 plus 2, I had to figure out what that was that I drew there. 6 plus 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. And then we have some simple math here. 4 plus 1 and 3 plus 2. No borrowing or carrying there. Pretty easy stuff. And finally, we've got subtraction. And to get ready for subtraction, we're going to practice changing 1 tenth for 10 hundredths. So in this first one, I had 6 tenths and 0 hundredths. I'm going to take 1 of those tenths away to make a 5 and add 10 to the hundredths column. And then I'm going to do a little bit of subtracting down below. So we've got 4 decimal 1, 2, and 0 decimal 0, 9, lining it up with the decimals, and I'm just going to do some subtracting. I need to borrow to make my top number bigger than my bottom number. I take 9 away from 12, I get 3, and Voila. Okay, lots of subtraction practice, plus even some more at the bottom. We've got some word problems for you to try and work through, maybe on that separate page where you did your adding. Thanks for watching, and email me if you have any trouble or you get stuck.